Hi, everybody, and welcome this lovely Sunday morning to a one shot here on Open for Adventure. Today, we will be playing Misadventures at Moonbeam Academy, a game using the Witches and Spellcraft system by Margaret Crone. Um, I have a couple quick things to go over first about the system, and then we can start playing. First of all, this game is only uses 2d8. Our players will roll, add their advantages and disadvantages based on their lovely witch's character. And that's it. And there's a couple degrees of success from critical failure to critical success. Hopefully, we'll have more successes than failures today. Now, since this isn't D&D, the inspiration system will work a little bit differently. And just look below. I have it on the overlay. Really easy. Critical successes work the same exact way as they do in our D&D games here on Open for Adventure. They succeed with flair and panache. Advantages, we'll call them the advantages, works differently. Essentially, if you donate, you can give a +1 to the results for any witch that you see. Please do not give them to me. I will not be rolling any dice today. Give it to our lovely witches in the four corners. They can stack, add as many of the advantages as they want. I think that's it. Are we all ready to get started today? Heck yeah. Okay. So today, you are all students at Moonbeam Academy. It is a very crowded but all-encompassing school, friendly and ancient. The school itself is a large castle made of stone and brickwork. There's a lot of students here and a lot of teachers. It's very crowded. But today we're going to be focusing on our four witches today, the ones we have before you on our screen. They're all currently in choir class, taught by Professor McLaren, who is not there yet. Despite it being a large school, there's probably only like a dozen students in the classroom with you. At the front of the classroom, a chalkboard, a stand for a bird is there. It is empty. And there is a harp in the corner. As we all wait for your professor to show up, would you all like to introduce yourselves and describe your witch for us today, please? Start with Gona.
So Chamomile is sitting there, and she is most likely still taking notes or converting her notes from a previous class. She is a very small, lithe person, but you can just feel that there's energy constantly working as she is finishing up her notes.
And off in one of the corners, Timberly, is really self-absorbed in his cup of whatever. Tim is a little knobby, a little bit awkward. It looks like Tim did not really get that much sleep. He's in his signature red and gray flannel, and with his jeans that have various tears in them and distinctly Velcro shoes.
So Kay, which is short for Caleb, they are kind of settled in the middle of the classroom, kind of student who doesn't want to look like they're too eager to be here, but also is actually excited to be here, so isn't gonna sit at the back. They're kind of dressed up in a collared shirt and nice khaki pants, and look like they're dressed up for a formal day of school. And they're tall for their age and kind of innocent looking.
And seated at the front of the class is Maisie, this short little petite thing wearing an oversized hoodie and some jeans. Normally she has frizzy red hair, but today it's in a ponytail complete with scrunchie. I'm sitting very, very straight waiting because you have to make sure that you have the proper form in for choir class, because otherwise like the air just does not come out the way it's supposed to.
A couple minutes later, it's a lovely day and the windows are open. And through the window flies in a wood thrush. And if you don't know what a wood thrush is, it is a songbird. Light brown on the top and the wings, but underneath it's got this black and white speckled plumage. And it perches on the little perch for a bird. And it looks out over the class and says, "Well, class, we have a full schedule all day today. As you all know, we are practicing for a concert in a couple weeks. And you all know that this is Professor Long, the choir professor. Now, does anyone have any questions about the homework or the assignments due today?" Well then, I would like everyone to open up to the beginning, starting song, please. And we will get started. As you all hear the flipping of pages and of the other students opening up their books and their songbooks, you all hear a commotion outside your classroom. It sounds like a large group of students running by. This is not normal. It's actually class time. Professor Long, their plumage. "What is going on out there?" And all of a sudden, all of your desks and your chairs start to float and make their way towards the top of the ceiling. What are y'all doing?
Putting my hands up.
Cammy raises her hand. "Professor, is this part of the lesson?"
No, this is not part of the lesson. They look around and flap their wings a little bit, and all of y'all are just gently lowered. Everything slowly, gently gets lowered back to the ground. I will be right back. I am going to investigate with the other professors. Class dismissed for the day. And he flies out the window.
"What about our homework?"
Cam, I don't think that we're gonna be going over the homework anytime soon.
Yeah, but should we just Chamomile stands up and everyone turn in your homework and I'll leave it on the desk. And she starts going around and collecting homework.
I'll help. I'll definitely help.
A couple of the students grumble because they thought they were going to get off easy. Teachers' pets. But everyone will hand in their homework to the two of you.
When you approach Timberly for the homework, doesn't have it. He's still just really, really confused about his cup. Hi, Cammy. I'm sorry. I think I forgot it in the dorm.
Well, she's just how?
I was working on a project. You see, I've enchanted this cup to keep the drinks warm or cold.
Well, what class did you do that for?
It's not a class. It's innovation. It's my project, mine.
You didn't do your homework, but you did a hot cold cup?
Yeah.
And she just like walks off completely aghast and continues trying to collect papers.
One of the other students, Tim, named Humphrey,
Humphrey.
gives you a high five. That's what I like.
Ow.
Anyway, I'm gonna go see what's going on. No class, free day. Humphrey, and along with a bunch of the other students, leaves the classroom after handing their homework, since class was dismissed.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Tim, you said you made that, right?
Yeah. It's not working as best. Like I put some hot cocoa in it, like 2 hours ago, and it's now room temperature, but that's progress, right?
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Do you want to see what I did this past weekend?
Oh, yes, always.
All right, I'm testing out a new spell too. Head Witch.
Yes.
If I want to try my demo reel spell,
Yes.
how would you like me to do this? Do I just roll? What would you like me to do?
What are you trying to do?
So I am going to try and imitate Professor Long.
So, if you're trying to imitate Professor Long, you will cast your spell and do the first roll of the game. You will
Okay.
roll your 2d8.
Okay.
And do you think there are any advantages that would apply from your character sheet?
Oh, any that would apply. I don't think so. Reading over my character sheet, I don't think that I would have the advantages from that. So let's just see.
I will give you a +1 though, because you did just hear Professor Long speak.
Awesome. Okay, so that is 7 total, a 5 and a 2.
So, that's your +1 as well, correct?
Or sorry, 8. 8.
That is unfortunately still a failure.
Okay.
Kay, how does this spell fail for Maisie?
I'm not entirely sure how it's supposed to work, but I'm gonna guess that it comes out like it starts to work and then it starts to like glitch, or like the sound gets jumbled really bad and then it just kind of fizzles out.
I love it.
A very good try though, Maisie.
Well, just like with the cup, it's always about trial and error. A failure is just another opportunity.
That's true. I haven't perfected this yet. I'm supposed to be able to mimic anybody's voice that I can hear, and hasn't been 100% successful yet. So, yeah, you're right. You're right, Tim. Just
Well,
one failure's another opportunity.
Oh, let me know when you make some headway.
I will.
As y'all are having this conversation, you are the only 4 in this classroom right now, but someone else opens the door to the hallway and pokes their head in. Y'all won't believe this. Someone put an aquarium in the display cases for the awards. It's hilarious. You need to go check it out. And they don't shut the door. They just kind of like run off. Like you can hear laughing as they leave down the hallway.
Now this I gotta see.
Yeah.
Like, Cammy follows, but so like magically or like just physically, did they? How?
Kay, are you coming?
Oh, yeah. And Kay's gonna finally look up from the book that they had been hiding in their desk and reading the entire time.
A witch after my
Follow
own
after
heart.
their friends.
I'm being called out.
Middle school me is being called out.
Yeah, I think many of us at this table right now are being called out.
It was me in school.
You all walk out into the hallway. You would know that the display cases are like right down. Some of the display cases, there's a lot. This is an old school. Are right down the hall. And when you get there, along with the awards for like best spell of the century, and I am and like a bunch of the other miscellaneous awards. All of these display cases are filled with water, and you see a bunch of multicolored fish swimming out through them. There is a slow couple drips of water as there is not really a leak, but it's just like on the floor. Glub, glub.
Can we tell, are these saltwater fish or freshwater fish? Or magic fish?
They look to be, they're very multicolored, probably saltwater.
Oh no, this is terrible. They'll die if they don't have the right filtration system. Should I make a filtration system? And like Chamomile's just trying to figure out how to fix this.
Know how?
What'd you say?
Do you know how to make a filtration system? Because I don't. I mean,
No, but I bet I could figure it. And she like kind of starts going for the library, but she's stuck with the fish. Like she's between the two, and she's not sure.
I wonder if we could put them in like a swimming pool. 'Cause
No.
there's a lot of fish. No, I mean it's the biggest place for water.
Glub, glub.
but isn't there a lot of chlorine
Well, but
in the pool?
couldn't we like change the water before we put them in it?
Good point.
The school actually does not have a swimming pool. It's not that modern.
Aw.
There's a lake outside.
I think I'd be more worried about the glass breaking before the filtration system. It's leaking.
These
Does
fish
anyone know a glue spell?
No. I've been working on this dry adhesive spell, kind of like my shoes.
That's
I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm not sure that would have the same sealant function.
Like your shoes? Are your shoes
Yeah, look.
sticky, Timberly?
And Timberly will stick up his foot and then undo one of the Velcros really fast.
Oh.
It's sticky, but look, it's dry. It's nothing.
Yeah, but it doesn't look watertight.
No, I did not consider that.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
was there some space left at the top for like oxygen, or is this like completely filled with water?
Yeah, there's some oxygen at the top.
Okay.
One of the other teachers at this point is hurrying by and like sees you all staring at this now aquarium. This is Professor Xander Benson. They've got they're humanoid looking, but they've also got really long silver horns and a large silver tail, scaled, traveling behind them. Don't worry, students. We will figure this out. There's a lot of disturbances going around the school right now. Reminds me of my first day of school centuries ago. But don't worry. Everything will be fine.
This is the spell writing professor?
This is the spell writing professor.
Okay. Professor Benson?
Yes.
I don't know the spell used, but if these fish are real, I think we might want to seal them up. I'd hate for the glass to break. Do you have any suggestions?
The professors are taking each incident as they come, and we will definitely put this one at the top of the list to make sure that the fish are unharmed. They peer in at the fish. I think the glass will last a little bit, at least the day, until we can rehome them.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it will be an issue.
What is happening?
That's a very good question. And we don't know.
Professor, what other, you said there were other incidents. What happened? What other things have happened?
Well, I heard Professor Long's seats and chairs started to float. A couple of the classes, all of their clothes changed to a solid different color. My class, everyone's clothes turned pink, and they motioned to their clothes, which is, they're all pink, different shades of pink. Pink's not my color.
I thought you had made a bold fashion choice. I'm sorry.
I liked it.
I'm not saying it's not a nice color, but it's not my favorite. Whatever is going on, it seems like everything is harmless, though. So do not be alarmed if you find yourself caught up in one of these issues.
So we shouldn't like go back to our dorms or anything?
The staff have canceled all classes for the day, so your day is your own. Until everything is figured out.
Professor, do these seem like random occurrences, or like is someone casting these spells specifically?
We don't think it's magic. Or at least, not magic that we are familiar with. So, like I said, we're still investigating. Professor Lampet might know a little more. They are a history professor, after all.
Okay. Thank you, Professor. Is there anything we can do to help?
Have a wonderful day. Anyway, I must get going. I will make sure the fish are at the top of the list, so that they are okay. And I will see you all at next class.
Thank you, Professor.
And they start.
Thank you, Professor.
You are quite welcome. And they head off. There is a loud like burst of giggles down the hallway.
I don't know how I feel about class being canceled. I don't really know what to do with the rest of the day.
I want to go see what else is weird.
That's a good idea.
It might be fun, kind of like, a trip to the zoo.
I mean, we
Should-
already
we
have
should-
the aquarium.
Cammy,
Okay, we should go, but only so that we can see if there's anything we can do to help.
okay.
Perhaps, Cammy, this will make you feel better about it. Maybe we can take notes about our observations and use it for our science class later this semester.
You're right. She gets out her notes and a specific pen.
Since it sounds like you're going to go investigate some of these odd occurrences, is there anywhere specific you would like to go?
Can we go check out Professor Benson's room?
Yes. Well, Professor Benson is the one you were just talking to?
Yeah, like everything was pink apparently.
Yeah.
Well, all their clothing?
Yeah, it sounded like all the clothing was pink.
Maybe
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but maybe we could go see if there's any evidence of like clothing turning pink.
Oh no, they left their clothing. They didn't like
Well,
it.
I mean, like, do we step in the room and our clothing turns pink?
Very good point.
Did all of the cloth in the room turn pink? Are there curtains?
You can definitely go investigate that.
Yeah.
As we're walking down. So we're checking to see if it's an area effect spell, or if it's a lingering spell, or if it's a concentration. Fascinating.
Professor Benson's classroom is on the other side of the school in a different wing. So you'll have to make your way over in that direction. As you're all traveling and walking there, you do see a couple other groups of students Some of them do have their clothing all completely pink. A couple others have other miscellaneous colors. There is definitely one where all their clothing is different shades of blue or purple or neon orange.
Mm.
The neon orange seems like enough of an affront. I would like to attempt a spell.
Oh, what would you like to do?
I would like to try Control Z.
Oh, I love that spell. Yes, you going up to this student whose clothes are all orange?
Yeah, I look up at them. They're very obviously older than me, and so I bet you didn't choose this morning when you got out of bed.
I did not. I just haven't had a chance to go back to my room yet to change, though I am quite afraid of if anything has happened to my wardrobe.
Can I try and fix it?
Please be my guest.
So this is definitely an overachieving attempt, considering like we have no idea what we're working with. So can I have advantage?
You can apply it after your roll if you'd like. I am not saying you
Okay.
have to apply it beforehand. So do you have any character traits that you think would apply?
She's both being extroverted by like stopping a stranger in the hallway, because boy howdy could I not do that. And perfectionistic
I would also say kind.
and kind.
So I will say
Okay.
you get a +3 from your characteristics to your roll.
So I rolled 4, so that means a 7. So it does not work, correct?
7 does not work. Unfortunately, even if you applied your advantages, it would not succeed into a partial success. Kappa, why don't you tell me what goes wrong and why this fails?
You didn't know what their clothes looked like before, and so it you're concentrating, but the conversation with Professor Benson before is kind of like stuck in your mind, and so it turns the same shade of pink.
You look so lovely. I'm so sorry. And she like puts the spell components back in her bag and just walks off.
It's okay, but this is better than the orange. This is much better than the orange. Even though it didn't go the way we all expected, thank you. Except I had
Welcome.
I had to be an
She's
orange.
like booking it.
They'll turn around and keep walking down the hallway. Now in pink instead of neon orange.
Neon orange. Ugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, Cammy, I think it was an improvement.
Thank you very much. But I need to get better at this spell. I need it.
And just so you all are aware, from a mechanics perspective, every time you fail, you mark down a failure. And once you fail a certain amount of times, your spell levels up, and the same with successes. So please keep track of your failures and your successes, please.
I would like to take out one of my pencils
Mm-hmm.
and cast my spell, Cherry Surprise.
Okay,
Alright, so I roll 2d8.
2d8. And do you think you have anything that applies for characteristics?
I would say generous because I want to make candy for Cammy so she feels better.
Oh. Yes, I will say you can have a +1 for that.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh no. Since you were doing this for Cammy, how does this spell fail?
So as I recall, it makes any like small object, right?
It's a
Okay.
candy.
So Kimmy has out like her notebook and pen, and as she's walking down, she started nervously biting on the pen, and all of a sudden, like, it got really chewy, and she looks down, and you were going for cherry candy. What ended up happening was her pen is now cherry wood. And so, like, it's real pretty, but it don't write no more. And she looks and she says, "Thank you, Kay. That you always know how to cheer me up. Thank you." And she puts her pen back in the bag and gets out a new pen.
Because you totally have like 20 pens in your bag.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So,
And Chamomile has 20 pens in her bag too.
oh, of course. Of course. um, so you're all walking down this hallway. You all you start to hear something really, really, odd. Down the hallway, you hear the pounding of feet's not the right word. Hoofs? And bleating and batting and clucking. And around the corner for your school, you see a bunch of farm animals making their way towards you. Like,
Like stampede style or
Um,
just like mosey?
between the two, it's not an actual stampede. They look confused and they're like heading like right at you. Some of the chickens are flying above your head as they begin to move past.
Who's the tallest out of us?
Uh,
I feel like it was Kay.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think,
I think
I
it
think it
is
might be
Kay.
Kay.
Oh,
I'm hiding behind Kay because I am small and some of these animals are almost as tall as I am, so
yeah. Kay's like trying to scoot to the edge of the hallway. Like, does not want to be stepped on.
watch out for the goats.
There is a couple like border collies in this mix.
Oh,
One of them stops and
Puppers.
sniffs at all of you.
well, hello.
Oof.
Hello.
They sniff at all y'all.
oh no, we have
Okay.
to save them. I'm saving this one.
Mom's gonna allow that.
I'd like to move to the side of the hall, and I don't want to run away, but I want to get out of the way
Oh, yeah.
and as much as possible
Yeah, I want to like get out of the way so we're not being
after
like.
petting the dog.
Oh yeah, you always need to pet the dog.
We can pet all of them as they go by. Just
The fastest petting zoo you've ever been to.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's
That's what I was just gonna say.
There's a couple goats, a couple pigs,
Drive-by petting. It's fine.
a small pony, like one of the 2-foot tall high ones. They yeah. And then after the dog gets their well-deserved head scritches in, circles back and begins herding these animals out of the hallway again.
And we see where they came from, or
She's
the
doing
sor-
such a good job.
Yeah, you can totally try. There is definitely a mess of feathers, some fur, muddy footprints. Back the
This is
direction
not
they came.
mud.
we don't have a farm in the school, right?
Well, we do have one off campus for, food, horticulture, all that.
Yeah.
But how did
Wait.
they get up the stairs?
how do we know those are animals and not people turned into animals?
That's
Hey,
actually a
you're
really good one.
brilliant. And that's terrifying.
They're right.
Oh,
Just a sec. And Cammy goes back and tries to find the animals again.
There's
And she goes
one
in there and
chicken. There's one chicken falling behind.
Cool. She grabs the one chicken and holds it like this and starts petting it. No, you're okay. Can she try Control Z again on the chicken?
You can try, yeah.
Okay. I'd say at most this is kind. I don't think
Yeah.
this is perfectionistic. So,
I would say this is definitely kind.
oh, much better. What's 7 plus 4? 11
Is that
plus 1, so 12.
That is a partial success. You feel your magic begin to coalesce into this this chicken that is just kind of happily sitting in your arms, clucking away. your Control C
Weird
spell.
for chickens.
Your Control Z spell takes effect, and nothing happens.
Oh. Good job. And she puts the chicken back down. So I don't think they're students.
Well, that makes me feel a little better about wild
Yeah.
animals running through the school.
Right? Yeah.
So remind me how your spell works.
So I understand that sometimes small mistakes can be an issue, and so I have this spell that just undoes one spell. So, if you decide to magically tie your bow tie and it doesn't work, you can just do Control Z and it undoes that one spell.
Okay.
That
So
is convenient. I've gone through
Right.
so many cups.
The cup.
This is like my 40th cup.
Of hot
The
cocoa.
dining hall's very mad at me.
That's a lot of sugar.
Is it cocoa every time? Like, could cocoa be
Oh,
the issue? Like,
no,
we
like-
start walking towards the way of the
Yeah.
animal stuff while we're
Okay,
talking.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
No, it's just the cup. I put hot cocoa in it this morning, and now it's somewhat warmer than lukewarm cocoa at this point. I could put water. I could put ice. I can put soup. Yeah, I read about this thing in a magazine where they invented something that does it, but we don't have anything like that, and so I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that.
Why did it go through so many cups, though?
Because I can't undo the spell.
Okay.
If I'm not concentrating hard enough, or
But if
you know,
your
I
spell
haven't,
doesn't work, isn't it just a cup?
it breaks the cup, or you know, the cup gets holes in it or something. Handle falls off. I don't know. Professor Benson has been. I've been trying to take notes, but I don't think we've gotten to that chapter just yet in our textbook.
No, you're right, because that'd be some kind of like a transmutation, right? Yeah.
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 I'm going to look up at Kay. Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
not entirely.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
As you're following these tracks of the animals that just ran by, they just suddenly kind of disappear, but they disappear for a very obvious reason. You're walking, you're talking, and you all take that next step, and you feel your feet splash into a puddle of water. It seems like there is water leaking out from the restrooms.
Can I do an insight check as to whether it's water? Oh no, it's not D&D. Never
It's
mind.
not D&D. It's water. It's water.
Yeah, but even so, like, I am now doing the thing where you walk on your tiptoes because you're trying not to splash the water as you walk and get all over, like, your ankles. Like, that's what I'm doing right now.
My Velcro, no, it's wet.
It's only like an inch.
It's only supposed to be dry
not.
adhesive.
It's not like a foot. It's like an inch. It's like
Yeah, but still an inch of water. That's a lot.
okay, that's fair.
Can I get to the bathroom door and open it very nervously?
Yeah. There is no danger here. You open up the door, and you see all of the faucets are running. Every single one of them on full blast.
Oh dear.
What's in there?
Somebody turned all the faucets on.
Go in and turn them off.
Okay. Kay's gonna go running to the bathroom and start trying to turn all the faucets off.
So, yeah, you do so. You turn all of the faucets to the off position. The water does not stop.
Oh.
Kay, the water's still coming out. Did you turn off the faucets?
Yeah,
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
yeah. I'm trying both directions. They're definitely not turning off.
Oh dear. I don't have a spell for that.
I don't either.
um, Timberly? Anybody?
I mean, I can try the cup spell. That just works on temperature.
Would that mean that Cammy dead stops for a half second? Would that mean that the sink can only produce hot water or cold water?
Whatever temperature the goal of the spell is to keep the temperature of the water the same. Or if it's food, keep it from spoiling.
So it'll be fresh water.
Yeah, not none of that stale water. But I mean, I can try. Maybe something weird will happen, as Professor Benson has told us with our spells.
Maybe.
While they're doing this, is there a breaker on like the bottoms of the sinks where you can like cut the pipes off?
Good one.
Yes, there are pipes there, and you can turn to keep the water from going. We'll say it's modern day enough. They've put some modern plumbing into this, so you don't have to pump your own water.
So Kate's gonna like start trying to turn off the breakers to see if that helps.
Ooh, no. It's turning.
The breakers on the pipes also aren't working.
Well, fudge stickers. This is not good.
Maisie,
Sorry, guys.
I thought you were a good girl.
Well, this is just a frustrating situation, okay? I mean, I'm sorry. I lost a little control. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, this could be a bigger problem if we can't figure out a way to stop the water. I mean, the floor is going to get ruined. People are going to slip and fall, and I don't have enough kissy kiss spells for that.
Wet socks.
Yeah, wet socks.
Wait, is it just coming out of the sinks or is it coming out of the toilets too?
No, just the sinks, not the
Okay,
toilets.
good.
Oh, thank God. It just occurred to me and I was like, oh no.
I've been walking in this. Maybe
Who's the nearest teacher
Oh,
or office person, or
Professor
Adult.
non-student?
Professor Long.
Professor.
They are the one that teaches literature and art.
I thought Professor Long was the
Choir teacher.
choir teacher.
Oh, I got those things. We're going to just switch these names around because I got them wrong. So Professor Long is the choir teacher. Professor McLaren.
Okay.
McLaren.
okay.
So maybe we should see if we can find Professor McLaren at their office.
Yeah, they might have an idea.
I'm running over.
Don't run on the wet floor!
You're gonna fall!
Do I fall?
Yeah. How about you roll to see if you fall or not?
Okay.
So
Oh,
2d8 and do you have any?
I mean, I'm knobby and awkward.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have some -2s right there.
I'm down.
Yeah. Sorry,
So I
Timberly.
You have your advantages too.
It's okay. I rolled a 6 minus 2, right? So 4.
Who hasn't? Oh, Dax, Maisie, you haven't described a failure yet for someone.
Kappa, I'm so sorry. So,
okay.
Timberly goes charging down this hall, and despite Maisie and Kay calling out, trying to stop them, they do the thing where they skid for a little bit and try to like stop themselves, and then just kind of like fall forward enough where their knees hit the floor, but they don't face plant.
Okay.
Um,
I'm so glad it's not toilet water. Ah.
yeah, so now you are wet. Like from... Does their butt touch the ground? Do they skid on their butt or their knees?
I was picturing like the feet, like the Velcro shoes are like
Oh.
sliding, like as as they try to stop themselves and then just end up falling onto their knees
Like
forward.
socks on a hardwood floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
It looks cool for a second.
yeah. Like
And
almost
Just,
had
just,
it.
just
Almost
for
had
a
it.
second, you get like this nice like whoosh of water behind you,
it looks cool, but
like an
also
electric slide for a second.
Fix it in editing.
now you're wet from the knees down.
Yep. I'm gonna tiptoe over and not really lean down because I imagine you're tall enough that I don't have to really lean, even though you're on your knees. Tim, how are your knees feeling?
Wet.
But you're not hurt.
I mean, it hurts. I think it'll bruise, but that's about it.
Okay, well, let me know if you get a bruise because I got another spell I want to try. But we'll
Okay.
wait to see if the bruises come up first.
Okay. I mean, sure. They'll come up. They'll come up.
Yeah, I'll say you definitely took a hard enough fall where you're gonna bruise.
Well, I don't know
Uh,
what'll happen if the skin is not bruised, and I'd rather not find out. So,
And eventually bursting into Professor McLaren's office, classroom.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. As a note, Case could go back into the bathroom and get a roll of toilet paper and come back out and pull off a square and use Cherry Surprise again.
Okay. I love it. Do it.
5 and a 6. It's like 11. It's
Yeah.
11.
So that is a partial success. So your spell goes off, and you have this square of toilet paper, which turns into a cherry-flavored candy. But since it's only a partial success, only half of it turns into a candy.
Okay.
So you got some.
I'm gonna hold it out to Tim, like, here, part of it's candy.
Oh, okay. To tear off the the toilet paper part, I imagine some of it is still on there, and then just kind of like eat around it as we head over to Professor McLaren's.
If you like cherry candy, it's delicious.
Oh, thank you. It's like I read about this thing. It like fruit leather. It's weird, but this is very close to it. I imagine because it's like a flat cherry candy.
say fruit leather? Fruit leather.
Yeah.
Fruit leather. I know it's weird.
Who would name a candy fruit leather?
I don't know if it's actually candy, though. Like,
Yeah.
What if someone like Kay did the spell, but it was on shoes, so it's fruit leather?
Not my
Fruit
shoes.
by the foot? No, that's just weird.
no. I think it might be more like dried fruit, but like leather
Yeah.
shaped.
Leather shaped. Yeah.
People are weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Professor McLaren.
As you are going into her office, she's actually coming out. And once again, Professor McLaren comes out of her office. She's very old, and similar to Professor Benson, she has long horns, but the lower half of her body is a goat. She's actually a satyr. And she has some bags under her eyes and is carrying a couple books. Oh, students, what do you want? You know this is very typical of her. She is very to the point and often very tired.
Sorry to disrupt you, but the bathrooms are leaking.
It's wet.
Oh no, I've heard. Okay, I will go make sure that the water is turned off so we don't have any more of this.
I turned off all of the faucets, and the water won't stop.
That
They tried. They even did the thing with like the little knobby under the sink.
Tried turning it off and on. You know,
I will.
now
Reset.
we're calling our water service provider.
I will make sure that I don't waste my time doing that, so we don't have any more. What happened to Timberly here? And she motions to your bottom half. One second.
Yeah.
She waves her hands over you, Timberly, and your clothes are dry.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
I will go look into this. Thank you for notifying me, students.
Do we have any, like, cuidado caution signs that we could put up, or?
I am going to clean up the whole mess myself, so I don't think it will be necessary.
Oh, okay. There were also animals that walked through there, so watch out.
Yeah, I hope you like goats.
Yes.
Like whole goats, not.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna have a nice day. And
Thank you, Professor.
yes, Maisie.
No, you know what? No, just never mind. Just go take care of the water. It's fine.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll walk off, her clopping down the hallway, and she turns a corner right where the bathrooms are. You see some flashing lights of green, like flashing around the corner.
You think Professor McLaren skipped breakfast again?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it
Coffee.
rude to ask a satyr if they like goats?
I don't really know.
It's hard to tell based on their reaction.
I mean, by all means. People have asked me, do I like monkeys, like when we're at the zoo? So, same tomato, right?
But you're not half monkey.
Or it. I mean, okay. So, and she gets out a book.
Oh no.
The way evolution works is that we actually branched, and like as we're walking, she's just going through a lecture of kind of how evolution works.
Where are y'all heading as Cammy gives this lovely lecture?
Professor Benston's office, unless we've changed direction.
We kind of changed direction because like we went to follow where the animals came from.
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
off. You went in a couple different directions. You've changed your mind a couple times.
So do we want to follow the animal path again? If it's on the other side of the water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the path.
Yeah, we need to know where those came from.
Okay. As you listen to Cammy, you are able to find the tracks again, past the water. They kind of showed up again outside of Professor McLaren's office. You just kind of do like a loop around the school, and it eventually leads to the front door.
They were able to use the stairs.
No one, it's magic. It's fine. It doesn't need to make sense.
They can go.
Doors open?
Oh yeah, the doors aren't locked or anything.
No, like open. Like, are they sitting wide open or are they shut?
They're open. They're wide open.
Okay. Is there anyone else like out there that looks suspicious?
You don't see anyone suspicious, but you do see other students. A small group has, actually, now that I think about it, outside the front door, there are usually like plants, like small gardens and everything. These plants are much larger than they were last time you saw them. Like, if they're like, let's say if you got a tulip, it has doubled in height. The bushes are no longer nicely pruned. They are tall, towering, and massive.
So whoever's playing Jumanji needs to stop.
What's that?
Oh, it's like this board game. There's a movie about it.
I read about it in one of my aunt's magazines before. Apparently, they rebooted it, and the sequel to the reboot wasn't that great.
Wait, out of character.
Sequels
Disagree.
generally aren't good, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm told the original was good. My parents told me about it when the first one came out.
So is this movie about plants and botany, or
Well, no, it's more like a magical board game that when you play it, the magic makes the like world in the board game take over the real world, I think.
okay.
They another student that you all know by the name of Ella like comes like not running, but they're trotting by. Oh, hey you four.
Hi, Ella.
Hey Ella.
Hey, Ella.
Hi.
I
I don't know what's going on, like around school, whatever it is though. But now there's a maze at the school now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, someone made like a hedge maze on the side of the school. I ran through it. It's kind of like a circuit. Like once you figure out a way, you can just come back out the front. Like, but it was fun. I don't know what's going on, but
Does anybody like think that maybe one of the professors like decided to hold like a festival or something and just didn't tell the rest of the professors? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now.
can you
I mean,
see
the maze
Professor?
does some
Can you see
amazing.
Professor McLaren doing that though, or Professor Long?
Well, I said that the other professors didn't know, so or we're sure there's not a minotaur in that maze, right?
I went through it myself,
Ooh.
and I haven't seen any.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. Awesome.
I kind of want to try it.
If you think about it, there could be a minotaur in the maze, but that doesn't mean that it would be unfriendly.
That's true. That's very true. You're right. I shouldn't judge a book by the cover.
Well, I've always wanted to go to a corn maze. How different can a hedge maze be? Hedge maze be? Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure. Ella just motions like, yeah, it's on the side of the school, the north end of the school. As you walk throughout the campus, you do see like all the plants, even the grass has just gotten, it's all overgrown now. It doesn't look as pretty, but it has its own beauty in like a wild way.
Mhm.
And when you make it to the north end, you see a massive hedge maze. Hedges are definitely close to 6.5 feet tall, and someone even put like a little sign towards it, like that says, "Enter here. Don't enter in this way. This is the exit." And then just like a couple little hearts with XOXO and a little smiley face sticking its tongue out.
Okay.
Maybe it is some kind of like party festival thing.
Yeah, I mean, if there are signs, someone had to put it up, right?
Yeah.
You can't just make signs with magic.
So, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we make it a competition? First one out wins.
Okay.
Okay, but
Cammy
just
lights up.
Wait, first, is there still flowers nearby here?
Oh yeah, there's flowers everywhere.
Can I pick one?
You may.
I'm gonna pick two. I'm gonna give one to Maisie, one to Tim, be like, for good luck. Since you're not
Oh.
wearing flower crowns.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kay. That was very nice of you. I'm
Put
gonna
it in
like
my
stick
cup.
it in like the little hole where my hoodie ties are.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm downing the rest of my lukewarm lukewarm chocolate, and gonna put it in there and try and cast the sort of stasis thing again so that it doesn't wilt and I can put it on my wall later.
Sure. You may roll. Do you think you have anything that applies for your
I mean, I've read about thermoses before, so
Sure.
okay.
I will also say you're just kind of tinkering with this as well because you've never
Oh, yeah,
done it
I'm-
on a flower before.
Yeah, okay. So that is a +2, correct? I rolled a 4.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, how does this fail for Timberly and his flower?
Um, oh dear. I feel like the flower just starts to look kind of sad.
Oh, I don't cast it on the flower. I cast it's specifically on the container.
Oh, yeah, I feel like the flower just starts to like once you put it in the container, it starts to look a little bit sad. But if you pull it out, it'll be okay. But if you put it back, it'll start looking sad again.
Okay. Ooh. Um, maybe, maybe I don't put it in there. There.
That's
Uh,
adorable. It's
we'll
adorable.
try again later.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it sounds like y'all are gonna race.
Mm-hmm.
At least a couple
yeah.
of us are.
A couple of y'all.
I'm more focused on not getting lost. Before we start, can I didn't bring any notes. I forgot it in my room. Can I borrow some spare paper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. And like out of the bag, she just gives you an entire notebook.
Okay.
This is my spare.
Oh,
I have one more spare, but don't worry about it.
thank you. And I'm going to open it, tear off a piece of paper. I saw this once before, and I'm gonna hold it against the left wall of the of when we're in the entrance, and Velcro it to the wall with my spell, with my dry adhesive spell.
You may cast your spell.
Okay. I like Velcro
You do.
and tinkering,
You do.
and I'm gonna use one of my +1 advantages from the beginning of the game.
Okay. You can decide to use that after you
Okay.
roll if you would like.
Great. Ooh, that is 11 plus 2, 13. Yeah.
Describe what happens. You have gotten a full success.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
I think that's the first one.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the spell turns the paper into the spiky texture of Velcro, and then the part of the wall that it is touching turns into the soft texture of Velcro, and I will place it there on the left side, and it just holds. That way, if I get lost and need to backtrack, the paper will be on the right side.
Good job.
I will replace the notebook paper, I promise.
No, you can keep the notebook.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Please do your homework. And she continues on into the maze.
So it sounds like who's racing? Okay, so everyone except Timberly is racing. So what we're gonna do for this lovely little challenge is that Cammy, Maisie, and Kay will roll to see who gets there first. Once again, if you think you have anything that will apply to your advantages and everything like that, we'll add that to your roll. However, since y'all are racing, you're all gonna get a -1 because you're rushing through this maze.
Is this rolling 2d8s or
Yes.
a d20? Okay.
It's gonna be 2d8s as always, and
Okay.
let's look through your lists.
I also feel like Kay's gonna get a -1 because they hate being alone. And so as soon as everyone
Oh.
zips off and they like start to realize that they've lost everybody, they're gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, I will definitely say you can get another -1 for that. I would say, Cammy, you can have a +1 because you're very lithe. I can never say the word right.
Lithe.
Lithe. So you're able to dodge around these corners very well. Maisie, do you think you have anything?
I was wondering, is the
Mhm.
fact that my family is adventurous, would that give me a +1, or would it have to be me specifically?
I say you can have a +1 for that.
Okay.
And Timberly, you're not racing, but you are trying not to get lost. So you can have a +1 for your Velcro spell and another +1 because you're taking your time.
Yay. I'm going to use another +1 because that's 8, and then the 1 + 1 from the beginning of the game, 9?
You got an 8 with including the +2 I just gave you?
Oh, no. That would be 11.
That is a partial success.
Yes.
Just hold on to that number for me, okay?
Got it.
Cammy, Maisie, and Kay.
I got an 8, then +1, so 9. Could I use one of my +1s that I got from Goat
You
to
may.
make it a 10?
You may.
Okay.
Cammy.
So rolled a 6 +1, that's 7. That's
Okay.
it.
Rolled 8 -2, that's 6.
Oh no. So, based off all of y'all's rules, this is a race. It is a maze. It's not going to take super long. It's not super big. But this is what happens. Timberly, taking his time and preparing when he gets lost, is able to beat all of you to the center of the maze. Followed by Maisie, Cammy, and then Kay is bringing up the rear. And you all make it to the center of this maze where there is a fountain. It's big and it's round, and this was actually on the grounds from the beginning. It looks like the maze formed around it. In the beginning, there's just a couple stone, not actual, mermaids. Water's pouring out of some containers that are flowing into the pool, and this nice little bubbling sound is there, along with a bunch of bubbles in the pool because it looks like someone just pulled a whole bottle of soap into it. There's a couple
Yeah.
other students just sitting on the edge, talking.
I'm gonna they were there when I finished the maze.
Yeah, they were there when you got there, Tim.
Okay. I'm just going to sit like 10 feet away from them, just waiting for my friend. Oh, hi.
Believes you.
Waiting for my friends, but just kind of like also don't want to look like I'm trying to include myself in this group of. Do I recognize them?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some about your couple of your other classes. Their names are Bella, Yasir, and Lati.
Okay.
Hey,
I will.
hey Tim.
Oh, hi. I'm just waiting for Cammy, Maisie, and Kay. They're still in the maze.
Oh, I hear some giggling out there. Do you think it's them?
Well, I mean, they're racing. So if they're giggling while racing, then yes.
Good job, you won. Looks like you beat them all.
Oh, I wasn't racing, but yeah.
You won. Bella laughs. Well, what do you think about all this that has been going on in this school?
I think it's really cool. It's like, different magic. It's a little, it's random. It's random, and we could maybe pull something from it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of it's definitely throwing the teachers for a loop.
Yeah. Professor McLaren seemed a little perturbed.
Yeah, but I think she's always a little grumpy.
It's that breakfast. You can't skip breakfast. It just ruins the whole day.
I agree with you, Tim. At this point, Maisie waltzes in.
And Tim, you won.
I mean, you won because you were the one competing. I just took my time.
Well, but But I said the first one to reach the end. Okay, well, you know what? Let
You won! Yay!
Tim just take the compliment. All right, you won.
Okay.
I'll we'll get ice cream later to celebrate. How's that?
Okay. And
Okay.
maybe I can save it for later and with my enchantment.
Yeah, you can try the
That'll
cold.
be
That'd be neat.
that'll be a fun that'll be a good experiment because whether we can get a milkshake out of it or ice cream for later, either way.
Still works.
And then Cammy comes in, followed quickly by Kay. I like to imagine, since you both rolled really close together with a 7 and a 6, and Kay doesn't like to be alone, you were just kind of like chasing after Cammy.
Yep. That sounds accurate.
As like, and the thing was, as she was going through, because Kay just kept following behind her, she was telling them like, no, it's a race, like you should at least be. And so like she kept slowing down until it was just a walk because she's explaining how races do.
I know how races work.
Lottie waves as everyone else like files in. What do you all think about what's been going on? I think it's been great. It's a nice day off. The teachers have been working us to the bone. Whoever's doing this has got a good sense of humor.
No, I mean, but we gotta have classes. Like, we gotta have classes. So,
Well, I don't see the harm in having one day off. It's like taking a day off for a holiday. It's just a surprise holiday. Surprise!
Yeah, see, Kay's got it. Kay's got the right idea.
so Cammy is gonna like kind of try and remove herself a little bit while they're talking, and is gonna try the Control Z spell one more time
Okay.
on the bubblies.
The bubbly fountain. Sure.
8.
Do you have anything you want to apply to this for your personality
So-
traits?
Perfectionistic, because like she's gotta keep trying it until it
Fair.
works.
And you hate failing, which has
oh,
been
yeah.
happening multiple times.
So
you get-
many times.
I'll give you a +2 to that.
Okay, so 8 plus 2, that's 10.
That is a partial success.
Okay.
Your Control C spell, you can feel it take effect on this fountain that is just full of bubbles. And it slowly, the bubbles begin popping. Pop, 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 pop. And it's working. It's just taking a while.
Okay. It's like bubble popping ASMR.
Yeah. Basically.
Good. Yes. And then she joins the group again.
Well, if the fountain is affected, I thought it was just in the school proper, not necessarily on the grounds. Do you think our dorms are affected?
We haven't been back to check. How do we know it's just on the grounds? If it's extended as far as the grounds, what if it's even further than that? What if it's the whole world?
I don't know.
You're just
I kind of
four
want to go
inches.
check, but I don't think we're allowed to leave.
Well, it's kind of like a boarding school.
Okay.
So everything's like on campus. So
Okay.
you're not allowed to leave the school grounds, but you can go to your dorm, you can go to your other classes, you can go around the grounds, because your school is in the middle of a forest. So there are protections on this, like the borders of the school. So as long as you stay within that, you're good.
Okay.
Tim, as soon as you mentioned that, what if it's outside the school? Like, you just see my face. Like, I could not get much paler than I already am, but somehow I manage it. And I just, like, kind of grip my knees because I'm sitting cross-legged next to you, and I just go, does anybody suddenly wonder about the cafeteria? And what has happened to the kitchens?
Uh,
I am sorry to say that. Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
You think about
'Cause-
breakfast for tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I was thinking more lunch, but yeah.
We should go check it out.
Speaking of lunch, it is getting close to lunchtime.
Ooh.
Let's go check it out. I mean, worst comes to worst, we grab some food and we put it in your little thermos.
Yeah. uh, it should be really easy to follow. Just the note paper is on the right side of the wall, back out. We'll come out the entrance, but hopefully, that's okay.
All right.
Well, at the very least, I did promise Tim some ice cream for winning the race, so...
Okay. Would you like to do anything else before you leave the maze?
Say bye to Bella, Yasir, and Lottie.
They all wave. We'll see you later. I think we're gonna just sit out here and talk for a bit more. Good luck. Also, if you meet whoever's doing this, tell them they're doing a great job. It's a nice day off.
Okay.
I will try.
You reverse and walk out the maze, out the entrance. You do meet a couple other students going in, which is fine.
as we go, Kay's just like picking leaves
Oh,
and sticking them in their pockets.
I love that. You have a lovely assortment of leaves in your pocket now.
Yeah.
The cafeteria has its own building, separate from the school buildings and the dorms. Some people, as you head over there, some people are walking out holding sandwiches. And some have like cups full of drinks. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary.
So maybe this wasn't affected at all.
Well, that's good.
Oh, then I guess I don't need these, and Kay's just gonna turn their pockets inside out and start dumping the leaves.
Were you gonna turn all that into candy?
Well, yeah, because then if we didn't have anything to eat, at least we'd have candy.
Well, that's thinking ahead, Kay. That's what do they call it? Galaxy brain? It's galaxy brain thinking right there.
The kids. What do the kids call it these days?
That was a Dax moment of thanks for calling me out. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
You walk in, and it looks like lunch has been served. Normally, how they do it is they have stations for salad, pasta, and everything like this. You only see sandwiches today.
Oh,
Sensible.
Roberta, the head cook, waves to all of you. Hi, students. I hope
Hi.
you like sandwiches today.
hi, Roberta.
We can't serve
Roberta.
anything else.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Why
we
not?
Can't.
All the utensils have gone missing. So we're sticking to handheld stuff for the day.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
could
I thought it
reach-
was. I thought it was something like all the food turns into sandwiches, but this makes more sense.
What was that, Maisie?
Could I reach into my pack, my little backpack, and pull out the school menu, and I look at the menu? What was supposed to be for lunch today?
What was supposed to be for lunch, along with just what's always there, salad and stuff like that. You were supposed to have lasagna.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely would not have been food that we could have. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold it back up and put it in my backpack. At least it wasn't tater tot day. This is fine.
Yeah, we have a bunch of sandwiches. We got vegetarian options and a couple other options for you. Tuna, bologna. Thankfully, the drinks and stuff weren't affected, so you can have that. Ice cream machine is still working, but you have to have it on a cone.
Ice cream for Maisie. Got it.
Okay.
Do y'all get lunch?
Yeah.
Perfect. And I think that will be a great stop to take our break. You can all eat lunch. Maybe we can all get some actual lunch as us. Quick snack. Everybody, please go hydrate, pet your pets, love each other, and we'll see you after our break.
How long will the break be?
Like
Roughly 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh baby, I love your madness.
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high quality Dungeons and Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wonder what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmrit. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our Undying Love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drum roll, please! The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, Open for Adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi. My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by Found Familiar. Did you know that every bag of Found Familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of Found Familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by Found Familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found Familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play and you're fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me.
And welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone got hydrated and pet their pets. And we are back with our Misadventures at Moonbeam Academy with our 4 lovely, lovely students who just got their lunch of sandwiches at their school cafeteria. Now that you all have eaten lunch, what is your game plan with all this shenanigans that have been going around at school?
Can I have tried to save half of my sandwich in a container?
You 100% could have. Are you trying to
Okay.
cast your spell again?
Yes.
All right.
You know. Okay. And I don't know if I have any advantages for this other than the tinkering.
Okay. Go for your tinkering.
8 + 1. 9.
Did you use both of your
I have 1 left.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna use it for this one.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's a failure. Okay, what happens?
Oh dear. I feel like the cup just like starts to get a hole in the bottom slowly.
At some point, the sandwich falls out.
Yeah.
An
Okay.
hour later, your sandwich
Okay.
falls out.
Okay.
Cammy, Maisie, and Kay, what do you all want to do while Timberly is trying to save his sandwich for later?
I would like to, if we're gonna do ice cream with cones, I'd like to cast Cherry Surprise on all the cones to try and make like cherry candy cones.
We'll make this under one spell and see how this works.
Okay.
If anyone does not want a cherry candy cone, speak
now.
or forever hold your peace.
Cammy does not want to be rude, but she does like take a cone and try to hide it. So like,
Well, yeah, if you're
You
gonna
can't-
take your own cone, they won't like make you take one.
no, but like she wants Cammy to feel good and wanted and like, yeah, this is a cool thing, but she doesn't want candy on her ice cream.
All right. Okay.
Can I get a plus for creative?
You may, you will, totally can. I approve.
So it's a 10 plus 1 is 11. Can I use my 2 advantages to make it 13?
A full success? You may.
Okay.
Would you
I'll
like
do
to
that.
describe what happens as you cast your spell?
So they're holding the cones in their hand, and the appearance doesn't change at all. But once you like put your ice cream on the cone and eat the ice cream and take a bite of the cone, it's actually like a cherry hard candy.
I love it. You all have, whoever wanted them, you now have a cherry candy ice cream cone with your ice cream. Maisie and Cammy.
So first of all, like Cammy goes full mom mode and like takes everyone's plates and goes and throws away and like cleans up and all that kind of stuff. So do you think that they know more at this point? Like, I mean, we've been here for half an hour or something, so they gotta have figured something out, right? Right?
I mean, that would make sense considering we're in a school full of professors that know way more about magic than we do. So maybe if we go find one of our professors, they'll have an update.
Sure. Which professor are you going to try and look for?
Who haven't we bothered yet today?
You
Yeah,
haven't bothered Professor Joe Lampett.
Yeah,
Let's-
maybe we should go see if Professor Lampett knows what's happening.
Yeah, they teach magical history, and you were actually going to go see them earlier, but got sidetracked.
Yeah.
course, of course. So, you leave the cafeteria, and their office is in the main building. So back where the farm animals were, where the overflowing of water for the bathrooms was, you got to go back in there.
Can we basically just do a quick check as we're going by to see what has been reverted back, what hasn't? Like, is Professor Liarn still battling the water in the
McLaren, yeah.
bathroom, or
If you do take a quick look, the water has been cleaned up in the hallway, and there is no more flooding. There is a little sign on the door saying "out of service," but it has stopped. Yes. You
Are
still
there any new disasters?
not that you've seen yet. You do still see students with, like, their whole wardrobe is some shade of one single color. You think that's the very bottom of the priority list. The fish are gone. They have been removed, as is the water in all the trophy cases.
good deal, good deal.
Nothing seems to have been done yet outside with all the plants. And you-
Probably also on the priority list.
Yeah, and you haven't seen the animals, so you're not sure about that.
Okay.
Okay, so they're fixing things.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
slowly but surely.
At some point, can we go back to the dorms? I'm a little worried about my room.
We could do that after we talk to Professor Lampet and see if they know what's happening.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also, do you think the people whose clothes got changed, if they changed into a different outfit, if that would also be the other color?
You don't know.
Yeah, because we had never.
Have we noticed anybody change?
A couple people seem to have changed. Just like, it's a big school, so it's hard to tell.
Hmm.
You think that if you change, they're okay.
Mhm.
Think. You haven't actually asked anyone, to be fair.
Yeah, because we were going to test the field radius of,
Yeah.
Right,
and
right.
then there were animals.
Yep, then there were animals. And then flooding.
So, yes. Professor Lampet, and then Professor Benson's classroom, and then the dorms?
Let's do Lampet and then the dorms.
Okay.
Okay. So
We can always hit up Benson on the way back.
Exactly.
you make your way to Professor Lampet's office. Do you knock? Head right in?
Oh, knock, absolutely, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Come in, come in, come in, come in.
Hi, Professor. We were wondering if there was any answers about what's going on with all of the everything.
When you walk into Professor Lampet's office, it's just books, like wall to floor bookshelves everywhere. You see a older humanoid person behind the desk. They seem to be poring over several books as you walk in. Oh yes, don't worry, the professors are handling it. Is there something else that has happened? Is there anything that needs to be taken care of right now? Do you all need help?
Kimmy gets out her notes and she just like lists off each of the things to see if the professor is aware of each of the things.
Yes, yes, I heard about the fish, I heard about the water. I have not heard about the utensils yet, but it sounds like the staff have that under control. I got some sandwiches. Someone brought me some sandwiches earlier, so that explains a lot why I don't have lasagna today.
We should have brought sandwiches for the teachers.
Now I feel
have
bad.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not you're not obligated to feed us. Okay, do not worry.
So, fish, faucets, animals,
Oh, the big
uh,
plants in the hedge maze
plants,
and
hedge
bubbles.
maze.
Oh, yes, yes. That is on my list, but I have it towards the bottom since it's not really having a lot of effect on the day to day or infrastructure of the school. So, yeah.
Missing utensils, floating chairs and desks.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah,
Okay, is anybody hurt?
no.
Okay,
think
good.
so.
That's probably why it sounds like it was resolved very quickly then.
What's at the top of the list?
Color changed outfits too. Don't forget those.
Oh, color changed outfits. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense on why Professor Benson was wearing all pink today.
Yeah.
Okay. I will write that down, and they write it down towards the bottom of the list. Sounds like no one's getting hurt. There's no danger there. So I'll just make a note of that. Thank you, students.
Know what's causing this yet?
We don't know the exact thing, but we do think it's an outside mischievous force. I've nailed it down to like a couple.
Such as?
Maybe Fae. Fae are very mischievous, fairies and the like. And they're not necessarily kept out of the school as long as they don't have any mean intentions. That's on the high. That's my guess at the top of the list, but it's really weird how we haven't seen any.
Yeah, and we've been all over the school, and we've only seen students and some of our professors.
Yeah,
And a bunch of animals.
and a bunch
Bunch
of
of
animals.
animals.
Those are probably from the farm, not too far away. I think Professor Long took care of the animals and is herding them back to the farm as we speak.
They'd be really good at that, being a bird.
Yes. Yeah.
So, do we know if the animals are from our farm?
That's what I think it is. I think they I haven't heard any specifics, but that's my guess. That's the only closest place where they could have come from. So right now, goal was to get them off campus and head them out there, and if they're not there, we're going to have to do some lost and found signs.
Could like each of the students just get one animal? I want to dibs the border collie.
They
We
just give
bonded.
you a look.
No, you're right. I know.
Well, I just think it's worth mentioning that border collies are very high energy dogs, so you'd have to take them for lots of walks. And Kay is just slowly eyes drifting onto the books in the room and tuning everything else out in favor of books.
I'm still searching around and seeing if there's any other quick fixes on what might these be. Is there anything else I can help you students with?
Someone had asked what's at the top of the priority list. Is there anything
Yeah.
that we can go and try and fix for you,
Or avoid.
I think all the major ones have already been fixed. So the fish and the water and the animals. Not saying that something else might not come up, but if you want to keep an eye out and if you let me know if anything else happens, that'd be great.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
Professor.
Katie,
And then
do you want to take a book with you?
Can I?
You may.
Kay's
let me
gonna
turn it into candy.
Kay's gonna grab two books that have really interesting titles very slowly and just
Sure.
flip them into their backpack.
You know the deal? Return them to me when you're done, please.
Yes, Professor.
And they wave as you all exit.
As we are leaving, a sandwich falls out from the bottom of the cup onto the floor.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry
I thought
about
I got
it.
it right.
Don't worry about it, Timberly. I'll handle the mess. You just enjoy the rest of your day. And they wave their
Egg salad.
hand.
Okay.
Okay, good to know. They'll wave their hands, and it just starts cleaning itself up and making its way over to a wastebasket.
wasn't it a ham sandwich when you put it in there?
Yeah. this is a new. I'm gonna have to. The notebook you gave him, he's gonna write down a little bit. That's good. That's good. And he's muttering to himself as they're walking out. Just, sandwich, egg sandwich. Something vegan later.
As you all walk out into where are you heading? Are you heading to the dorms next?
Yeah, I think dorms.
Okay. So that means you need to walk back outside through the lovely overgrown grounds, past the hedge maze to your dorms. You walk in. Whose room are you going to?
I think Timberly's.
Yeah, I think Tim was the one
Yeah,
who was really
I was-
worried.
Like they were just so worried.
Sure. Timberly.
Not really worried, more concerned.
Timberly, what floor or of the building is your room on?
How many floors?
How many floors, Timberly?
Oh, okay. 6th floor.
Okay. There are no elevators, so you do have to take the stairs.
Sorry.
Wait, I have a solution for this. Can I cast float like a butterfly on Tim so he can get up the stairs faster?
If Tim doesn't mind you casting a spell on him, you may.
Yeah.
It'll let you float. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's an 8.
Oh no. Cammy, how does this spell fail?
So initially, like Timberly feels a lightness, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's starting to work." And then you notice that first of all, their hands are doing this, but that's it. And then you start to notice the hair, and it looks like you remember those shocky balls that made your hair go like. Timberly's hair is just a fan and their hands are up here, but everything else seems to have stayed stationary.
At least I didn't shoot up into the ceiling.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
follow-
it's not bad. Can you pull them down though?
I would say you can. But yeah, it's gonna do like this for a little bit. You gotta focus on it.
It's like that thing where like you put your arms in the door and you press on it for like a minute and then you walk out and you just feel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Are you all going to Timberly's dorm room with them?
Yeah, I've invited everyone.
Okay.
Okay, can I like hold one of Timberly's hands so that they don't float away?
As
Thank
long
you.
as Timberly doesn't mind, yes, you may.
It's just it's okay.
I'm not.
Somebody
gonna do
could
that.
hold Timberly's other hand so that then it's just the hair.
Oh, I have an idea, and I'm gonna Velcro my hands inside my pockets.
Okay, you may do so. You may cast your spell.
Okay.
Oh,
here we
I
go.
love this.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to use my last +1 from the beginning.
Okay.
I got a 13.
That's a full success. Please describe how this happens.
Okay, so he's gonna do this, right? And then one turns the soft texture and one turns the spiky texture, and then he'll go. Shh. Wait, no, I needed to do that on the inside of my pockets. Okay, well. Okay.
I could hold your hands down if you want.
Okay, at least this one, I think, and then so the spiky one he's gonna put onto his flannel, and it sticks, kind of like on his chest, because it'll hook on, but then the soft one is the one that needs to be held.
Okay, Kay will hold that for him.
It feels soft, like the soft side of Velcro.
Oh, that's interesting.
Fuzzy hands.
I'll deal with it later, but yeah. And okay, so we'll go to Timberly's room, and he will, well, okay, and then hand goes up, pulls it down, key opens, and invites you all inside.
Well, as you all made it to the 6th floor before you've had a chance to get to your room, in the middle of the hallway is a massive pillow and blanket fort.
Oh,
Oh.
You recognize some of your own things in there, some of your own pillows and blankets, but it looks like someone or something ransacked all of the rooms on this floor and made a gigantic fort.
Okay,
Wait,
under
that's-
normal circumstances, this would be really cool, but I'm gonna race forward and do I find my pillow?
Are you
that-
on this floor?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, yes, you
Is
find.
Is that yours, Tim? I feel like I recognize that one.
yeah, it's the one that's covered in spiky Velcro material.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why the spiky? Wouldn't
I
you want
was-
the?
I was testing things out, and I got, this was one of the first ones, and I got it wrong. So, and
You tested it
did
on
it
your
on your
pillow first?
bedding?
Where did you want your pillow to stick?
you'll see.
Oh,
Uh,
boy.
yes, Maisie, you can find your own pillow in here.
I get halfway lost in this fort. All you see is my legs kicking out as I'm digging through this massive pillows and blankets. And when I come back out, it's this big old pillow with the Little Mermaid designs on it because yes, I actually had that as a kid. And I this pillow's almost as big as I am, and I'm like, okay, good. The fort didn't fall. I'm taking this, and I'm just gonna walk and kind of hug the pillow. I don't like people going through my stuff.
Did you have
want-
blankets in there or just the pillow?
I think just the pillow.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's unharmed. It's pristine condition.
Kay's gonna try and look and make sure there's nothing else of their friends' and start pulling Tim's stuff and handing it to them.
I'm gonna. The soft hand is gonna stick onto the pillow, the Velcro pillow, and it weighs it down just ever so slightly. So it's like,
There you go. The float like a butterfly will not last forever.
No.
It's definitely easier to get your hand down a bit more.
okay,
And we'll definitely say when you have done tests of your Velcro spell on people, like you probably, it does not last forever.
okay, great.
It does last on the objects, not so much you.
Wonderful.
Uh,
Okay, thank you. I think that's all of my stuff. Okay, but nothing is missing. Okay, I want to check my room.
Okay.
Okay.
Maisie, I'll go with you to put your pillow back if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. We could carry it if you want.
Oh no, I've got it. I'm good. I'm just yeah. My room's just down here. Yeah. And I'm gonna start walking down the hall.
I'm following her.
We'll meet you
Kay's-
at your room, or I'll meet you at
Okay.
your.
Kay's gonna kind of look at Maisie and Cammy and then at Tim and be like, and then follow Tim because they don't want Tim to be alone.
That's adorable. Whose room do we want to go to first?
Okay, sure, I'll go.
Timberly.
You are the reason we are at the dorm. I feel like it is only fair.
Okay. As I'll open the door, and it is very messy. It is very messy. In the corner, there's a bunch of deformed cups and broken cups and and mug handles, and all of his failed experiments for the stasis spell. There is one wall that has patches of Velcro texture, and in an effort to make more room in the dorm, he has propped his mattress up to hold against the wall, and there are successful cups and pictures just on the wall because it's all it's all Velcro. So he has like a pile of stuff, sort of that he's testing out in the middle of the room. He goes, okay, it's a little messy, but I think if you don't touch anything on the walls, it it should hold.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Um,
Is there anything other than your pillow that's not here?
I have all this other stuff. No, and then he's gonna stick his pillow on the wall, on on a soft portion, and then okay, nothing magical or does it look like the dorms have been affected by whatever's going on?
Yeah, no, your room is fine. Just your pillow was part of the pillow fort.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, good, good. I just wanted to make sure, and then he opens his closet. Okay, these are good, and it's a stack of popular science magazines, and what looks like magazines from the '90s of, grunge rock, when those were popular. Um, and then I'll go, okay, whew, it's all safe. But yeah, is there anything you want?
Uh,
Velcroed? I can do your shoes.
I mean, I guess we could try on my shoes.
Okay. Then I'll go. Okay. We might have to remove the laces because I just don't. They just get in the way. They're too stringy. But we can have the. What kind of shoes are you wearing?
Uh, Probably like sneakers.
Sneakers. Okay. Cool. I can make the tongue part, the spiky, and then the sides of it soft so that it just closes and holds.
Okay.
And I'll do that the Velcro spell.
Yeah, Kay's gonna like unlace their sneakers and give them to Tim.
Oh my.
Worst thing, it doesn't work, and you can just lace them back up again.
Okay.
Oh, oh,
What'd
it's
you
a
get?
7 and an 8.
What's that math? I can't math.
That
It's a
that
six-
is
17?
17.
Yeah. You succeed. Describe it.
ooh. It works flawlessly. It's actually also hidden so that you can't really tell that the texture is there.
Mhm.
It's also in your favorite color,
Awesome.
the Velcro, not the whole shoe, because I don't think I can do that with my spell.
Yay.
Okay,
But-
we'll slip their new Velcro shoes back on, and
yay.
And it makes this noise, and he pulls up his own shoe and then go.
they'll try
It's-
it. Like,
It's pretty cool.
I like that. It's faster for getting my shoes on.
So let's pan over to Cammy and Maisie. Maisie, you walk into your room.
So this room is relatively neat and tidy. There's not a lot in it, except for the walls are covered with like boy band posters, and they're all like taped up very awkwardly with that sticky tack stuff. So like some of the corners are kind of like flopping over because the sticky tack just isn't working. But otherwise, like, I mean, does it look like anything's missing other than the pillow?
No, nothing is missing, just the pillow. It is extremely quiet in your room, though.
Which I'm guessing is unusual.
I don't know, is it unusual?
I mean, I like things quiet unless I'm in there listening to
Okay.
music.
So you walk
Um,
into your room.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only ones in this building because there's probably like 20 doors and dorms on this floor. As soon as you walk in, you don't hear the chatter of people outside.
Hey, Cammy, do you hear that?
Cammy, you don't hear Maisie as she is talking inside her room.
She's writing in her notes about the pillow fort, so like she's not even looking up.
I think that's perfect. Yeah. No, okay. Um, I mean, in the same vein, I'm probably asking this as I'm walking towards the bed to put the pillow. So I'm not really even looking to see if you're paying attention. This is like that comedy of errors of like I'm talking.
You can't even hear yourself.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Nope, y'all can't hear anything.
Cammy finishes up her notes and goes, or tries to say, "Hey, Maisie, did you notice an?"
Are you in her room?
Yeah. I followed.
Okay, yeah. Same thing.
Okay. If I open the window,
Yes. So Cammy shows you her writing on her notebook. Sounds off. If you open the window, God, I love this just miming. You open the window, you don't hear anything outside. What else are you doing?
could I stick my head out the window and try to make noise then?
It works. As soon as you stick your head outside the window, you hear the sounds of people outside on the quad. You hear birds,
I'll duck
trees
my head back
rustling.
in.
Can Cammy hear Maisie outside the window?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking towards the door out of the room.
As soon as you're
I
outside,
follow her.
as soon as you're outside, you can hear each other.
Well, that's. So I stuck my head out of the window and I could hear things. But in the room, I couldn't hear you, couldn't hear me. Could you hear me?
No, but so this isn't something that you did, because like I understand for studying, like sometimes you need quiet.
Oh no, if I could figure this out, I'd be fine. I mean, finals week would be a breeze, but no.
I have an idea. And Cammy's gonna go into the room and is going to try and cast Explain It to Me Like I'm 5 to see if she can understand this spell.
Okay. You may cast your spell.
Oh, there it is.
God, I love the name of that spell so much.
I love it. So 9,
Okay.
and I would say this is perfectionistic.
Uh-huh. Yep,
So
true.
that'd be 10.
That would bring it up to a partial success.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, so read me the spell description for you one more time.
So the full spell description, it takes a concept that she's trying to understand and translates it into the spellcaster's head in a very basic understanding. So it's not a perfect translation, but it'll give me like a picture of what was needed so that maybe she can replicate the spell later.
Okay. So explaining it like you're 5 years old, the spell and what's happening inside this room is you can't make sound in here. You can't hear anything. That's it. If you wanted a better explanation, like on what's causing it, you'd probably have to get a full success.
Yeah.
So it's just
yeah.
the basic, hey, you can't hear anything in this room.
Well, what I tried didn't work. Like she doesn't even explain it. Just sounds off.
Yeah.
And you did better than I could, Cammy. I mean, at least you thought of something. So,
At this point, Timberly and Kay arrive.
hey,
Kay is gonna have turned both their shoelaces into cherry candy.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Yes.
So I rolled for it and it's a 13.
Oh, yeah. You succeed.
Gonna give one of them to Tim and have one for me.
Hey, Tim and Kay, go in my room for a second.
Sure.
Okay.
He's also got a new cup with a bottom.
Excellent.
It's also Velcro. He grabbed it off as well.
Of course.
You both
Yeah.
go into Maisie's room?
So, what do you think?
You don't hear Maisie. Nope. You don't hear anything. But however, Timberly and Kay, you don't hear each other. You don't hear Cammy or Maisie. But you do hear giggling from inside the room. That's all you hear. You don't hear anything else.
I will walk out and go. "Oh, Your room is giggling at us.
Wait, what?
I think they thought.
I walked
yeah,
out.
They
I
walked
walked
out.
out.
They walk out.
Okay. Okay.
No,
You
it's
heard giggling?
supposed to
Yeah.
be silent.
There's somebody in there giggling. I
thought it was-
assume
oh,
there's got to be
that makes
someone
more
in
sense.
there.
That makes more sense. I thought the room was giggling at us.
I mean, I guess it could.
Wait
But-
a minute. Do we have our own rooms?
Yeah.
Or like, do we have? Okay, now I'm officially freaked out.
Unless you want a roommate.
Oh, I get the choice. No, I don't want a roommate.
Okay, cool.
Only
Had
was
those
like
and not
college.
again. I guess I'll go back into my room then. Do I now hear the giggling? I'm gonna look in my closet
You don't see anything.
and very tentatively like do the thing where you like as a kid you lift up the duster on the bed and you like slowly look under the bed hoping there's no monsters.
You don't see anything, but you hear catch me and find me if you can, and you just kind of like feel like a breeze run by you, past you. And then Cammy, Timberly, and Kay, you feel like a breeze as something just runs past you. And if you look in that direction, some of the pillows and stuff fall down from the pillow fort as something runs by.
I'll run out into the hallway and be like, okay, something just ran by me and
Yeah, we
said,
saw it
catch
too."
me if you can.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's in the pillow fort.
Oh no, like
let's-
a bunch of like the pillows, like you saw it like run past the pillow fort. Like,
Oh, past.
yeah,
okay.
like several
Okay.
parts of the pillow fort fell over.
Okay.
So are we gonna chase it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
we book it.
Okay.
Okay. Would you all like to roll to see if you can catch up with it?
Having fallen trying to run earlier, can I be careful and get a plus for that?
Sure.
Okay. 11.
Okay. What did everyone else get?
Can I use
Um,
that I'm flexible to like get through the pillow fort?
Yeah, definitely.
So it'd be a 15 plus 1 is a 16.
Wow. Okay. Maisie and Cammy.
So I'm not even gonna waste my last remaining advantage on this because it's not gonna help. I got a 5.
Oof.
Mhm.
And Cammy.
10.
Okay, so we got a success, 2 partial successes, and a failure. If you don't mind me describing everything, that's okay. Okay, Timberly, you are going for it. You are able to keep an ear on this giggling, and you're able to see whatever you're following, like running past other students. Like there's a pair of students, and they kind of get separated as something as runs between them. Kay and Cammy, you're able to keep up, but you're not as fast as Timberly. So you're kind of like,
15?
oh, I'm sorry, you're with Timberly. My bad. Wait.
I was the
Oh,
10.
flip that. Kay, you're going on ahead. You're able to keep up. Timberly and Cammy, you're behind Kay. Not as fast and swift as they are, Maisie, you get stuck in the pillow fort. You trip and you end up in a pile of pillows and blankets. Yeah. Just tumbling around.
That's on brand for both Maisie and Dax. Yeah, totally.
Beautiful.
Oh no, I have fallen.
But it's up to you.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Kay, you're probably too far ahead to have seen Maisie fall, but Timberly and Cammy, you definitely saw Maisie get stuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and help Maisie out of the pillow fort. It's this way. No, I know. There's like a hallway over there. It's this. We got it. We can do this. I believe in you. And, like, offers a hand.
I'll take it. And thanks.
I'll wait around the corner so that they can see me, but I also have an eye on Kay.
Sure. Kay, are you gonna keep, like, your friends aren't with you? They haven't been able to keep up. Are you gonna go on without them, or what are you gonna do?
Kay's inattentive though, so I feel like they've tunnel visioned on whatever they're chasing and haven't realized.
So you're able to. How long does it take you to realize that your friends aren't behind you and you're now alone?
I think they would have to get to a point where they would like stop moving for a second and like look around and be like, oh wait.
So probably as you're partway down the stairs and you need to like, you're at the bottom and you stop like to open a door or something along those lines when you realize you're...
Oh.
Yep.
And did I lose track of it?
Are you gonna keep going after it?
Well, now I don't want to be by myself and I don't know where my friends are, so I guess I gotta follow it to not be alone.
I'll say you can keep following it. It seems to be heading back to the main school. Cammy, Timberly, and Maisie, you lost track of Kay. Maisie has been picked up or helped up out of the fort.
Oh, you said there are students around that,
Yeah.
that they've been. Okay. Good. Have you seen Maisie or like a little fast thing?
Oh, they had a flower in their hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went down the stairs. I don't know where they went after that.
Okay. Down. Okay, down the stairs this way. And as we keep going, I'll keep asking if they've seen, just so that we can get a general idea.
You are able to find out that, that Kay went off towards the main building.
Well, I suppose we better hurry up. I mean, Kay's already got a good lead on us.
Yep, very
Yeah.
good head start. Kay.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to follow this giggling and laughing and just like casual taunting of catch me if you can, back to the school. And it looks like they're going upstairs for like the main building onto the second floor of the classrooms. And what happens is, as you're about to turn and run up the stairs to keep following this voice, you see coming down the stairs, the entire stairway is filled with balloons and beach balls.
Oh dear.
And they're harmless, but they're like careening down the stairs and right at you.
Can I cast float like a butterfly myself and try and like get through it?
You may.
Oh boy. Try different dice and see what happens. Oh no, it's a 5.
Who would like to explain this failure? Who hasn't done one in a while? Sure, Dex.
Okay, so Kay casts the spell and starts to just float a little bit, but then maybe one of the bouncing balls like taps into your foot and you're kind of left to kind of gather your feet, and you don't really go much farther up. You end up having to go back on the ground just to stabilize yourself.
And with this little hiccup, and all now just beach balls and balloons like completely surrounding you, like up to your knees at least, everyone else is able to catch up after asking students, "Hey, have you seen where Kay went?" There is a full hallway of beach balls and balloons now everywhere.
Kay is probably just gonna like be clutching a railing and like trying to look up the stairs and looking kind of scared at this point.
Hey, we're coming. We'll help.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and offer my hand to stabilize because you did so earlier for me with my
I
own
will
hand.
take that.
Oh, this is adorable. Yeah. At this point, you have lost track of this thing you have been following.
Did you see what it was? Maybe we can tell the teachers that something is loose.
I didn't really see it. I just heard it. It kept saying, "Come catch me if you can," and it went up the stairs, and well, then all of these came floating down at me, and I thought I could jump over them, but
Hey,
guess not.
Did you see the voice cast the spell, or were these here before it got here?
I don't know. It was like going up, I think, and then all of these just came down.
Okay. So I mean, it might be it, or it could be another trick.
This is new, right? The
Yeah.
beach balls.
Oh, you're right. And she gets
Maybe-
out her notebook and starts writing it down. And
Maybe-
writing down Maisie's soundless
Silence.
room. Yeah.
Maybe we just follow the new stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but how are we gonna wade through all these balloons and beach balls?
Oh, I'm gonna reach down and start grabbing one, toss it down the hall. Grab it one, toss it down the hall. Am I making any progress?
No. I'm sorry.
I tried.
You did try.
Is there another way through the building?
Yeah, there are other, there's probably like 2 main staircases leading up to the other floors. There is not just one.
So maybe we should try the other staircase.
That would be a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe maybe we cut it off. Who knows? But this is gonna be slow going up these stairs.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yes.
Yeah, let's use the other ones.
Okay.
The other stairs is on like the other side of the building.
hmm
And yeah, you don't see anything dangerous or weird about these stairs.
Who wants to go up the stairs first? Not it.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. I'll go up with you since you're still holding me from floating away.
Okay. And I'll handrails for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm gonna take the other handrail with my free hand and
And
yeah.
go up.
I'll go up.
Nothing happens as you walk up the stairs. You don't have any idea what floor they stopped at. There's probably like 3 or 4 floors in
Okay.
this school. You don't know where they are.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas?
Oh. I want to try my demo reel spell again and try to imitate the voice
Okay.
that we all heard.
Sure.
All right. Keep switching out my dice because like one is always failing me every time.
Oh no.
Okay, I want to use my last advantage that I got from Goat at the beginning of the game
What'd you get?
so that I have a 13.
It succeeds. What happens?
So, I sit there and you see me doing this with my hoodie as if I'm trying to loosen a collar that doesn't need to be loosened. Catch me if you can.
So you're trying to lure it out.
Yeah.
So, uh, what happens is above you, you don't see anything, but it's above you. You also hear, that's so good, you did a good job. And a little bit of clapping.
I'll clap back.
But still not good enough. And just kind of like above you, what happens is it just everyone's favorite, it starts raining multicolored glitter on all of you.
Oh.
No, my
Um,
flannel.
Immediate Control Z, like before it touches anyone. Immediate Control Z.
Good idea. Roll your spell. You all have been keeping track of your successes and failures, right? Oh, what's that
Rolled
look?
a 4.
Oh no.
Rolled a 4.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
Timberly, would you like to describe this, please?
Yeah. Instead of Control Z, you've Control X and Control V onto your clothes. So
No.
you are super glittery.
Just Cammy?
Yes.
Okay. Cammy,
I'd be down for it being all of us. But
I think that would be a critical failure.
Okay. Then if it's not, would it still be within the bounds of failure for the party to be glittered?
You're all getting glittered since the spell did not work.
But it's not. But it's not
Cammy,
like on the floor anymore. It's just clothes.
it's everywhere. It's
Okay.
glitter. It's glitter. It's everywhere. Yeah, Cammy, you have been Controlled X, Controlled V with glitter. Everyone else has just the normal amount of glitter, but you're sparkly.
I look like a drag queen on Pride Parade, like just.
You're very glittery. Yup.
No.
Kay's gonna try and help Tim like wipe the glitter off because they probably
Oh.
started to not float anymore.
Yeah,
It's
you're
my
probably not.
I'll
favorite
try to.
flannel.
Yeah.
Wait, try this. And I'm gonna like just shake and see if I can get the glitter off.
You know the answer to that question.
Oh, I know the answer. I'm just gonna try it anyway.
Glitter. It's
None
just
comes
glitter.
off you, but it spreads everywhere.
Gets everywhere.
Somehow there's more glitter.
You hear the giggling go off down the hallway.
Okay, well we should
On
follow
the
it.
floor above us or next to us?
Like down the hallway. Like not up the stairs or anything, just down the
Because
hallway.
like
we
we
see,
went
like, a
up the
trail of glitter.
stairs and they were down.
You do see a trail of glitter because it's glitter.
Yeah, I think the creature like was hovering above us when I tried to lure it out. Like floating by the ceiling.
So did it pass us again?
I think so. Yeah.
But there is
'Cause now
a
there's
trail.
glitter down the hall.
There is a trail of glitter.
We should
Oh,
follow it.
let's follow that trail.
Okay. Glitter trail.
You are able to follow this trail of glitter. And it keeps going down the hallway and then takes a sharp left. And what you see is a portrait of your head witch. Just a regular portrait, but it seems
Gorgeous. We love her.
to have, the trail of glitter ends underneath the portrait.
Okay.
Like stops in the middle of the hallway, or does it look like it turns toward the portrait, or
It looks like it turns towards the portrait, and the glitter has. There's some glitter on the portrait as well.
How big is this portrait? Like, could one of us lift it, or does it gonna take more than one person to move the picture?
It's definitely, if it were a door, you'd be able to step through it. it's bigger. It's probably to do it safely. You would need more than one person.
Should we try and move it and see if like it's behind the picture? What do you all
Cast
think?
my spell and see if we can move it.
Good idea. Why do things the hard
make it
way?
light.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Float Like a Butterfly on the picture.
Okay, do it.
14.
That's a success. How does this
So
work?
it's- Gonna sprout little butterfly wings on the side of it, and the wings are gonna start to flutter, and then the portrait will just like pop off the wall and start to kind of hover erratically around me the way butterflies fly.
So what happens is when you cast this spell and the little butterfly wings make it hover, instead of coming outside the wall, it kind of swings open like on a hinge.
Oh.
And you see some stairs behind it. And the glitter continues.
Secret tunnel.
I don't remember the rest of the song, but
Oh man. Okay.
wait, when did your spell make it so that stairs appeared behind it? Did you fail the spell?
No, that's definitely not my spell.
Oh,
I
so
think-
these were here before.
Yeah, I think that's just the picture frame.
Cool.
Okay. We should follow, but we should let people know that we went this way. Gonna
Oh,
take a,
oh,
take another note and put it on the thing and write our names and went this way. And then Velcro it to the wall.
Yeah. You're gonna have to Velcro it again.
Yeah. I still have my at this point my regular +2 from Velcro and tinkering.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
That is a 11.
A partial success.
Yeah.
So what happens as you plaster this note to the wall? It sticks, but what happens is your hand is still a little bit Velcro-y. So when you put it on, it tears some of the paper off. So you only
Oh,
have like
no.
half the note
Okay.
on the wall.
I mean, I think they'll get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just our names on the wall. It doesn't say what we did, though. No, you're right. It's probably fine. They just
if
need
the
to know
door's
our names,
open-
right, for our
Yeah.
obituaries.
Yeah, the picture frame is probably still trying to flutter away, so it's just
Yeah,
probably
it's just like
swinging.
back and forth, back and forth.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should go. We don't want to lose this thing.
Yeah.
Before you head up, though, Timberly, your knees hurt from earlier when you took that fall.
I forgot about the bruises.
They have
Ow.
definitely bruised.
Oh, are the bruises coming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here, hold still. I'm gonna
Okay.
hover by your knees very awkwardly, and try and cast my Kissy Kiss spell. And with any luck, the bruises will heal.
Okay.
Okay. With any luck.
Can we apply anything for your?
So
This is adorable. Add your adorable trait to this.
my adorable trait. Okay.
Oh, am I counting partial successes with the spell level?
That would be a success, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I should bring it up, but that is my third success for dry adhesive.
Yay! So whenever you roll that spell again, you get to add an extra +1 because it's level 1.
Yes.
Practice makes perfect.
I am glad
Better.
you gave me the adorable trait because I got a 13 with it. So.
Yay! Do you want to describe what happens?
Yeah, so I go to lean forward, like I said, very awkwardly, and I'm like hovering up over your knees, and I just go, kissy kiss. And you start to feel the bruise like dissipate,
Oh,
and suddenly your knees feel better.
that's so handy.
I'm so glad it worked. The last
Thank
time I
you.
did it, well, let's just say I'm glad it worked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And now he's thinking of like, oh, backwards knees? No, probably not.
So are you heading up this
Yes, please.
the secret
100%.
passageway? So you all head up the secret passageway, and it seems to go up and up and up into one of the towers of the castle that is your school. As you get to the top, it looks like this place is used as storage, like a type of attic. There are a couple windows that are shuttered and closed, except for one, which peers off over the maze that was sprouted up out of nowhere. And you hear a couple of giggles from across, like all about the room. More than one.
Like more than one voice?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I've made a mistake.
Hello?
Hello.
We found you.
Oh, you did! Good job! A couple of chairs that looks like, you know, like they're auditorium chairs. They unstack, and 4 of them come out and just like place themselves on the floor.
They're chairs.
Yeah, good job, congrats! And
Thank you.
Yay.
Wait,
Are
chairs
the
caused
chairs
all
for
this?
us?
oh no, sillies! Those are for you to sit down.
Good thinking, Kay.
What are we but gracious hosts? And these chairs are kind of like set up in like a half circle, and like on the other side, you start to see like little wisps of white, and 3 small figures appear hovering above the ground, see-through and translucent. Hi, you found us.
Hi.
Hi.
You would recognize these as ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
What are your names?
Hi. I'm Timberly. You can call me Tim.
I'm Caleb. You can call me Kay. I really prefer Kay.
Hi. How about you two?
Chamomile.
Like the tea? And the herb?
she's- Yeah, like the tea.
M- Maisie.
Hi, Maisie, Chamomile, Tim, and Kay.
And who are you?
Oh, we are Gracie. This
Gracie.
one of them waves. Mila, the other one waves. And the last one is I'm Cherise. We're ghosts. And we were bored.
Cherries? That sounds like cherries. I like it.
Cherise. Cherries are very good.
Do you want cherry candy?
Yes, but I can't eat it.
Well, that's okay. You can just keep it.
Okay. And these are, from what you can see, very young looking ghosts. Like, you know, physically. Maybe like middle school aged.
Kay's gonna pull out one of their pencils again and try really hard to catch Cherry Surprise.
Okay.
13.
Oh, that is a success.
No, hold out the pencil.
Cherise takes it. I'm gonna cherish this forever. But like, you all did so good. You solved some of our tricks and pranks, and you did it great.
Oh. Thank you.
But yeah. It looks. What does the cat? Do the cats have your tongue?
So I guess why?
Oh, we were bored, and we were also just passing through. So when we saw like a bunch of students, and looked like some of the students looked like they were having a boring time in class. class. So we was like, we can do something that puts a smile on their face. So we made their clothes really pretty. Who doesn't love fish? Fish make me happy when I stare at them. That's Mila talking. Also, I love animals. Dogs are great. Who doesn't love a dog?
I like animals too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, you know, a lot of the students appreciate the day off.
I knew
The-
it. See, I told you, Charisse.
But the teachers are all panicking and super stressed out.
Oh.
And a lot of them are thinking that this is like Fey spirits and, you know, all of the bargaining and contractual obligations that come with them. So they're
No.
worried.
No, but that does make sense.
I mean,
I was right. It's a surprise holiday.
Yes. Yes. It's Ghost Day.
it's Ghost Day.
It is.
I like it.
But
Just, maybe next time, instead of it being a surprise holiday, you could like tell us before.
what's the date today? I'm not good with days and time. What's the date?
October 31st.
October 31st it is. We'll be back in a year. And it won't be a surprise next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can celebrate by giving each other candy and going through mazes and
I love this idea.
Building
Timberly?
pillow forts.
Yeah, and pillow forts. Oh, perfect. I love it.
And glitter, right?
And glitter. Everyone loves glitter. It brightens up every Wednesday. And since you all did so good, you can help us plan next year.
oh, okay.
Oh, I love this. Unfortunately, we can't stay. We can't stay too much longer because we're actually going to go visit our BFFs a couple more miles that way. But we wanted to give you all a fun time.
This was
Thank
a lot
you.
of fun.
Can some of the things can you fix when you leave? Or
Like which ones?
oh, Maisie probably wants to have sound in her room again.
That'll wear off. Don't worry. Probably by the time you go to sleep, it'll wear off.
The animals, while wonderful in a very slow petting zoo, like maybe
Very fast petting zoo.
or very fast petting. You're right. I apologize. Maybe put them back instead of having to hoof it over to the nearby farm.
Gracie pipes up at this. Oh, yeah, I did keep an eye on them. It looked like a bird was leading them back to the farm.
Okay. Cool.
Will the glitter wash out?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Will you return the utensils?
Oh, okay, that's right. We did take all the utensils. You can tell the staff at the cafeteria that they're all in Professor McLaren's bedroom.
And can you
So
make
guys, what if this
faucets
one's
not
just a
overflow
surprise?
anymore?
I'm sorry, Kay, what was that?
Can you make the faucets not overflow anymore?
Oh, yeah. That was already taken care of. That's fixed.
Okay.
Chamomile?
I was just saying maybe that one we won't tell the professors just yet. That'll be a nice surprise.
I like the way you think.
Well, what about the balls? I mean, the balloons, because that's a hazard.
Yeah, I can take
Maybe-
care of that. We'll
Maybe
take care
just
of that.
move them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What about out in the lawn next to the maze?
Perfect. I will move that. We'll move those when we go. But thank you
And the
for
big-
indulging us.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Just being a ghost get lonely.
If you have friends, we got each other.
Yeah.
But no. But anyway, we need to get going. We'll make sure to move the balls and the balloons and the beach balls to the lawn. You can tell Professor McLaren whenever you like, but that's where all the utensils are.
Good deal.
And
deal.
the three ghosts float through the bottom of the floor. And if you all look outside the one open window, there's a bunch of balloons and beach balls floating outside the door and into like the lawn surrounding the entire maze. Would anyone else like to do anything before we wrap up?
Why did they get to go through the floor and all the glitter just stayed in a pile there? It's gonna take forever to get off.
But this is up in the attic where we don't really have to worry about it.
No,
It's
I know,
also
but
all in
like,
the staircase. You know, we should probably sweep that up later so that nobody slips in it.
True. Very true.
We
no,
let the
you're
teachers
right.
do that.
We'll just
tell them that we
inform
found a
them.
random glitter pile upstairs.
We have no idea where it's from. We're covered in glitter. Like, it's very obvious. We just heard about it from a friend.
Yep.
This was a lot of fun. Maybe we should start thinking of like a name for next year's tricking and treating.
Point.
I mean, I kind of like Ghost Day.
Surprise Ghost Day.
And you're on
Surprise Ghost Day.
and you're on the planning committee for next year.
Yeah. I wonder if we could make like books that when you open them, like fun things come out with magic, like a butterfly will fly out.
Ooh.
Ooh, and everybody has to dress up like a ghost.
Yeah.
Yes. We should probably tell one of the professors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would
Only
probably,
one of them, though.
probably be important.
Which professor do you want to tell for next year?
Lampet. Lampet.
Lampet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The happy and quirky one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we'll call it for today. This our lovely, wacky, quirky adventures of our Misadventures at Moonbeam Academy. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and watching this lovely, quirky crew. Thank you to all my lovely witches. And we'll start off with sign-offs. Who wants to go first? Dax?
Sure. Hi, I'm Dax. You can find me on Twitter at GM_Dax, like it shows on the overlay right below my head. I am the GM and producer for a podcast called Roads Uncharted that uses the Genesis RPG system. So you can give a listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple, and Spotify, as well as simplecast.com. And that is all I have going on in my life right now. So, are we popcorning this?
Yeah,
Or
why
are people
not?
going to volunteer? Let's have Gona go.
So I'm Gona Hawking, and my Twitter username is below me, but it's GONAH_HAWKING. I'm getting more into streaming stuff. Like, I've done a couple of things. I mostly work at conventions and things like that. So this is new. So I don't have anything of my own to talk about. Yeah, that's me.
Popcorn.
K.
Hi, I am Finn, and you can find me on Twitter at the Fish Boy, as you can see on the overlay. Or if you can't read the overlay, it's like the Fish Boy, but instead of fish, just do a double E instead of an I. And I don't actually do a lot in the world of streaming yet, but I am hoping to continue to do stuff with Open for Adventure in the future. And Kappa.
Yes. Yeah. I'm last. Hello. My name is Kappa or Christian, whichever one's easier to remember for you. I was playing Timberly today. You can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris, spelling kind of underneath my box name. It's pretty straightforward. And I am fairly new to the TTRPG space, mostly doing stuff for Open for Adventure, but there's stuff in the works. So look out for more stuff from me.
And then popcorn to me. I'm Les Kappa. Do not worry. Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. You can see it right below what says Head Witch on the overlay. I currently am not doing too much right now. We are getting into our last couple episodes of our Elder Scrolls TTRPG D&D 5e game called Sunsets on Summer, DM'd by our lovely goat, our Mayanestro in chat. I play Cat Emberheart, a blade. I will be running some more one-shots probably in the future. Nothing set in stone yet, but keep your eyes on the sign-up sheets. So, heck yeah. Maybe I'll run more Misadventures at Moonbeam Academy. Who knows?
Apparently, the masses want more.
It is adorable. It really is.
Yeah.
But all this love all around makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. So we're gonna do our warm fuzzies. Woo, who are we? Are we ready for
Yeah.
Bel Chavez, the OG Bel Chavez?
Yay.
We've got Christina. We've got Sev.
Yay.
Quincy.
Quincy.
We've got our Andrew Fellowship of the Tables, the Bay of Gifts, the
Bay of
Wikimancer. And
Andrew.
we've got Gamer Lives with a 1 and a 3.
Gamer lives,
And
1 and a 3.
We've got Patrick, PJ. Woo!
Patrick.
What's up?
But yes, thank you everybody for showing up today. You can find the channel on Twitter at open4adventure and here on Twitter at open4adventure. We've got several other games. You can see our schedule on Twitter and on the Twitch. And feel free to come join our Discord. Come say hi and hang out. Remember everybody, love each other every day, and we'll see you next time at our next game here at Open for Adventure. Bye.
Bye.